Hey, how's it going? My name is Jackie Fish, and welcome back to Divide et Impera, the Alexander Great campaign. You guys absolutely smashed the like target on the previous episode, so here is your reward, another long episode. This is a series where if you guys hit the like target, I'll continue doing it, so we could, for example, make it to episode 100 if you guys ended up liking the videos every single time. I doubt that will happen, and I'm sure we'll complete this series a long time before then. But, you know, that's basically up to you guys. If you want to keep on seeing this on the channel, make sure to drop a like down below. And if we hit 500, you guys will secure yourself another episode. And I think in that episode, some pretty crazy stuff will be happening. So make sure to go ahead and hit that like button if you are enjoying this so far. So I played about 6 or 7 turns off camera, basically just improving the whole of our regions. I've been mainly focusing on improving up Odysseus right here, improving the Hellenic village because it gives us more slaves. As well as that, I've been improving up this as well to go ahead and get us to level 2 of the slave building, because this is like one of the best resources in the game. It sells for so much on the market, so it's just really important to try and pump out as much of this slave resource as possible, because I think there's only 2 of them on the entire map. There's one over here in Thrace, and then there's one down here in like Saudi Arabia, and that's literally it for the entire map. So it's such a valuable resource, which means everyone wants to buy it, which is nice. I've also built a few harbors around. I think Pella now has or will have another harbor. I built up a small navy, and Alexander, you can see, is now on the way to go ahead and conquer Crete. I thought Crete would be such an important settlement to take before we do launch our assault onto Asia Minor and the Persian Empire. Because if I have Crete, I can basically make it into a naval base. I can then use this as a way of seeing when the Egyptians are coming, because it should give me vision over this entire sea region. I can then dock my navies, because a very important thing in Divide et Impera is that ships have a supply. So ships can't stay outside of a port forever. They'll start taking attrition, I think, after 8 turns, if you have a supply ship, which we do obviously have in this army. If you don't have a supply ship, I think they take attrition almost immediately. But right now, we have 8 turns of this navy being out at sea, and then I'll have to go back to a port to replenish and restock my supplies, which is such a cool feature, right? It really is awesome. Your navy can only stay out for a set amount of time, so securing these ports along the coast are going to be very important, so that our navy can resupply and keep out and active for as long as possible. So I think we are just preparing ourselves right for an invasion. Hopefully Alexander can come down. We'll obviously fight the Cretans. They don't really have much good quality. Their infantry is trash, but they have some Rhodian slingers. I did buy some mercenary Rhodian slingers and some Cretan archers as well. So we have a decent missile contingent. I also upgraded some cavalry, and yeah, got some more dudes. I also got a good champion in the army as well. This champion provides some pretty solid bonuses to the army, improving the experience gain and also the upkeep. And at level 3, you can see 10% cheaper army upkeep, and also loads of experience, and also 6 morale, which is pretty decent indeed. Here's some good stats as well. So let's end the turn, and I guess get ready to invade Crete. We'll set up, and yeah, I'll declare war probably this turn once we've landed, giving us good times to hit them. So it shouldn't be a hard battle, I don't think, but one will probably have to fight to reduce casualties. Okay, time to go ahead and declare war on Crete. I don't think they have no allies whatsoever, so we can just take these guys out and yeah, bring them down. Epirus can join us as well, and Alexander can launch his assault right there. Now the thing is, Alexander is now kind of, I want to maybe fall back just a tad, so I want to avoid, oh my god, that garrison range is insane. I want to kind of stand here to avoid the garrison coming in, because it's a fairly big one. 15 units is pretty crazy for a garrison. They're crap, but they're still, the numbers add up. So I'm going to try and hope that these Cretan armies will march over and try and take me on, maybe by some mercenaries, and we can use it to our advantage. We're also going to go ahead and blockade them as well, just to go ahead and get that undergo, because, the sooner we blockade them, the better. Stop trade and other money from coming in. So I will just leave Alexander here, and hope that they do attack us. We've also very close to getting this tech as well, which is really important in Divide et Impera, because it gives you access to dignitaries, which are basically like a second governor. You can see how I've set up this guy right here, and we're going down the routes of giving more research, more empire maintenance. I believe this guy over here is going to be giving me more tax and stuff, and obviously as we upgrade that, you can see he's slowly leveling up as well, and he's got bonuses like more money from commerce and stuff, so that they basically act as a secondary governor to again further your bonuses and your percents to improve your money, which is going to be so important because we do need a lot of cash. And you can already see Thrace is almost making me 3 grand, and realistically it doesn't really have much here, like a level 1 mine, not even a harbour yet. You know, it's just kind of like basic buildings, but already it's starting to make me a ton of money, so we're really going to be able to push that. Out of interest, so, oh wow, Scythia's making a ton of money. I'm not really sure what resources are up there from what I can remember. Maybe like furs and gems? No, is there gems up there? I think there is. I think there's some good resource there, something like furs. But either way, we'll obviously end the turn, and if they don't attack us, then I guess we're going to have to try and siege them, but I'm hoping they will. Oh, wow, they actually set sail to try and hit my navy. Now, obviously, my navy is not capable of doing this, so we're going to have to fall back. That's a real shame. I was really hoping they would choose to fight my my infantry stack instead. But you guys can already see, right, the naval attrition, we shouldn't take attrition there because we've got a supply ship. But yeah, you can already see, like, the naval supply limit's already starting to come into play. It's going to take me, like, 2 turns to get back to port, you know. You have to be really careful. We've been out at, what, sea for another 2 turns. It already does add up, yeah, pretty heavily. Nice. So, you know, like, for example, it take us, oh, we can actually get back this turn. But yeah, as I said, it does start to add up. So we will just move back to the port for now, I guess. Can we attack this? Man, I wish we had another army, because if we had another army, we could basically catch this stack outside and then siege the city. But if we are to attack this, then yeah, maybe it is, well, it'd take a long time, right? And they'd probably build up. I think we just were forced to going in, because what we could have done is we could have used, like, a general to siege the city that would lock down like this entire army inside the city, kill this outer city, kill this outer army, and then move on. But it's just not going to happen. So I think we're just going to have to fight a big old battle. Luckily, our guy did level up. We can't get this yet, which we do really want. But it's fine. We'll grab up the extra movement range, right? That's probably what we want. This is all like commerce and money and stuff. And this is actually pretty good as well, because the experience gained by the general on turn-based, yeah, so it gives him the general more experience, which is pretty good. Obviously, getting Alexander up there is always useful. So probably just boom that one, and we'll get everyone on the left as well. They're probably 2 very good ones. And this also, you know, performing actions is cheaper, and the extra campaign movement range is also great. But I think we're just going to go in for a big old battle. I mean, we could try and hit them, but they're just gonna sally out. But would I prefer to fight on the defense? I probably would, right? This navy can't get back. Screw it. We'll go in. We're gonna be obviously heavily outnumbered, but their army is, you know, a big old pile of trash. So, you know, their army is crap. You know, they're just weak hoplites. And their only real advantage is their 5 Rhodian slingers, which they can't really use because it's heavily forested. So this should be a good battle, and we should hopefully drive home a pretty clean victory, allowing us to then take the city. Okay, this is the battlefield. I really do apologize, guys, because we're not going to be able to see a bloody thing in this entire engagement at all. So I will be trying my best to, yeah, to move up. Why can't I? There we go. For a second, it wouldn't let me to move up. Yeah, so I really do apologize. It's going to be an absolute mess. Where are their reinforcements coming on? So their main army is coming on from, like, this direction. So I guess we should turn to face them. Why isn't it letting me drag? There we go. So I guess we should form up like this and probably engage them as they come on the field. But yeah, the trees, there's a lot of trees everywhere. It's going to be brutal. God, look how weird the Sarissas look as well as we're, like, crouching through. Doesn't quite look like how it should. But we do have Cretan archers and Rhodian slingers, which will give us good missile suppression. Obviously, really good cavalry as well. The Sacred Squadron, the Companions. Alexander himself with his massive 200-man bodyguard. I think we can probably find Alexander here somewhere, right? He's going to be leading the men. Like the glorious man he is. There he is, Alexander moving forward with his men. So let's jump ahead until the until we find the enemy. Okay, so the battle is commencing. You can really like see basically nothing in this whatsoever. We'll see everyone on guard mode as well. I do not want my men charging forward. It does seem like the AI is getting very risky with their general though. Moving up, our Radiant Slingers are coming in and just peppering some of these Greek civilians. yeah, doing some good job. Obviously, we want to try and kill their huge clumps of infantry there. And I guess advancing forward our main battle line, honestly, is not a bad idea either. Try and catch them, like, out in the open a little bit more so we can maybe see a bit more action. So I'm actually going to advance forward my line just a little bit. We'll get you guys off of... Actually, no, everyone... That's probably a bad decision by me because now they are being very aggressive coming up. Oh my god, the AI. This is why I hate Total War sometimes. What is the AI doing? Man, it's just like really affects how fun battles can be sometimes. I'm not going to lie. But we'll push up nonetheless and... yeah, I guess get this battle underway. Everyone should be in formation now. Yeah, so all our pikes are down. We can probably already start to curve in the battle line a bit as well. It does not seem like the AI is really putting up too much of a fuss. We can start throwing the cavalry around the side. Our silver shields need to get their asses into position for sure. As you can see, the silver shields looking very clean there. Under a bit of heavy missile fire, but should be fine as more reinforcements come in to like plug this huge gap that is appearing. Oh my god. What the hell are they doing? I mean, I guess, what can you expect against the Total War AI sometimes? We've got some pretty heavy fighting in the shrubbery. Some of my weaker flanks are now taking the brunt of the assault, whilst the rest of my, pikemen, my bronze shields, do kind of reform up and try and close off this distance. We are under a bit, like quite a lot of heavy fire, but our cavalry is just cutting them down left, right, and center. They don't really, stand a chance here. I guess we'll even send Alexander around this flank. The Rhodian slingers are doing a great job at kind of just peppering more and more of their soldiers as our pikes continue to move around here. And close off the distance and kill more and more of them. So we'll just keep on advancing both of these pikemen just kind of into their position. Use this cavalry to, hit their routing units, hit the rest of their infantry. Our weaker kind of units which are completely surrounded. There's not really much we can do here at all. They're kind of just stuck in this, big brawl, but I'm sure the Silver Shields and everyone else will be getting involved in this pretty soon. We'll close them off, obviously kill their general, and then probably win the day pretty easily from there. The Silver Shields are now taking the brunt of the assault in this dense forest or shrubs. But they'll be able to, completely outclass their opponents, and you can see a big rout starting to occur in the enemy battle line. They just can't really stand up to anything of good quality. I will also move my Rhodian slingers around, but they seemingly are shooting a lot of friendly units. So let's try and avoid that. I don't want to kind of rack up, a lot of friendly kills. Alexander's going to leave the cavalry charge around here and, smash him. The AI really messed up in this battle. We even have some Thessalian cavalry stuck in here, which probably should move. Let's just throw in all this cavalry. We'll just kind of disrupt it, and a nice cavalry charge from the back should be enough to break up a lot of his infantry, especially now the pikes are moving into position as well. We'll charge them forward. Silver Shields holding perfectly. All the Rhodian slingers routing these guys. And Alexander's going to come in, pop a big rally, pop a big inspire, keep the men up there. Now it's just a matter of time until the rest of their army does break, I think. We also have some, so many spare infantrymen as well. This is such a messy battle. The AI didn't form a single battle line, and kind of paid the price because of it. Go on, Alexander, get your weapons bloody. We want to try and level up Alexander as much as possible, right? So we want him to get as many kills in these engagements because, if we can get him triple gold, he's going to be an absolute monster in these engagements. And Rhodian, also leveling up our Rhodian slingers and Cretan archers is also really, really important as well. So we'll obviously continue to work on that. But, kind of a pretty boring battle, if I'm honest. You guys probably didn't see much of that. I just edited it all out because the AI wasn't really doing anything to cause us issues, I don't think. Again, we'll just move forward to bronze shield pikes. I mean, we weren't really expecting much, obviously. But still, something a little bit more intense would have been nice. I think it's really cool as well, seeing the horses fighting hard against them. It does look cool. Of course, it was a heroic victory. We killed 10-1 in that battle. And you can see the cavalry proving its worth this day, getting a ton of experience, as well as that the Silver Shield's doing pretty decent as well. 400 kills on this unit and barely losing any casualties. So it's really good. Just leveling up a bit of these units is always good. The nice thing is as well is because we are taking Crete, it's a Hellenic culture, so we should be able to utilize a large portion of their manpower. So we might be able to even get rid of a few of our kind of weaker units and kind of draw from the manpower of Crete when we take it, which would be great. And obviously also it would be quite easy to replenish our units here as well. So I think with this army defeated, we should be able to take the city without too much issue. We might, I mean, more money is great, right? Slaves is also good because it helps improve in the long run. It helps stimulate the economy. I'll probably take slaves then, yeah. We haven't really taken many slaves. Slaves affect public order quite a lot, but for the most part, we should be able to just, hit these guys. I probably won't auto-resolve this. I'll probably build some more siege equipment to help our auto-resolve chance, and I'll bring in the navy as well next turn as well, which should be pretty huge. Just keep an eye on this army. We didn't lose anyone, right? No, we'll take a little bit of attrition, but honestly, it's nothing to worry about. We did just get dignitaries as well, right? Yes, we did. There's a few really good ones. Like this chain is amazing to go down because it reduces empire maintenance and also gives you a lot of tax, so that's always good. Obviously more morale for our infantry. I don't think we necessarily need that. I think maybe that's a bit of a waste, you know, this early on. 4 turns to get a little bit more expensive. Better siege equipment is also pretty good, but maybe we just focus heavily on civic for a little bit, you know. Start getting some passive bonuses that are really going to help. You know, more growth in all of our cities is good, and cheaper building of these main build chains, which we haven't really touched too much. Like all of our chains are level 1 besides this one, and Pella, even Pella's level 1. So saving up a little bit is pretty good. I think we'll also save to improve Pella as well with our surplus. We have 4 right now, but if we just wait until 5, we can build more industry in Pella, which would be great. Economically as well, we're looking pretty good economically right now. What do these, like, navy-wise, garrison-wise? It just basically offers 1 more ship, right? So it's not really that worth. We might as well just get another harbour here and probably improve this as well. Just more commerce would be great. Yeah, this will be huge. Thrace will be giving us so much money once all the build. It's already up to 3.4, so that's sort of like a 600 gold increase. And we're not on commercial stimulus yet, which will really improve it. I'm kind of waiting until this guy levels up again. It shouldn't be too long, so I can stick some more points in the tax rate and also start getting the commercial stimulus bonus as well. Oh crap, we have the Sword of Alexander now as well, so obviously Alexander will be wielding that bad boy. It's really good as well. It inflicts so much more damage. Even though this sword is so good, 8% melee defense for all infantry. Or just make Alexander like a mate. I think I'm actually going to... Alexander's going to keep this in his other sheath. And he's going to be using this for the army to rally the men. Because 8% melee defense is pretty good, right? Most of our army has 12. So that's like another melee defense, basically. That's huge. Actually, it is pretty big. What we can probably actually do, though, is probably like merge these guys. That's what I wanted to do. Merge these guys and probably pick up some mercenaries. We can't. Oh, we have no money. That'd also, yeah, probably be it. But if they sally out, we slaughter them. The garrison should be heavily depleted. We'll just wait until next turn until we can bring up our navy and start starving them out. Because as I said, the Achaemenid Empire hasn't declared war on us yet. We've been paying them a little bit of money here and there. And I think that's really helped out. And obviously playing on the intended difficulty as well of medium.
Your people are wounded by this.
Now we could force them to be our client state. That honestly wouldn't be bad, but I think I'm just going to roll with taking everything and just controlling everything myself. It reduces the AI doing something stupid and like screwing us, right? So I think what I will do is I will just, continue the siege. And I mean, we could probably just cleanly auto-resolve this now. Not quite. I'll probably continue it and like I'll probably bring up my navy. Do we have to engage this? Because I don't know if we'd win against this and the garrison, right? We'll have to see what happens here. I mean, we probably should have recruited some more ships, but whatever. Yikes, we only just about win here. But I'll probably auto-resolve this because I don't really care too much about our navy, you know. We only have 3 ships and it doesn't really matter if we take casualties. This way we again weaken the city and it will allow us to then starve it out quite effectively. We'll take 500 gold, that's quite a lot. Improve the admiral as well. We'll blockade them. So that should now mean that they start to starve out. So they'll probably try and sally out maybe this turn. And if they do, we can punish them because of that, you know. They should start taking a lot more attrition. 7 turns. And then, I mean, we could just auto-resolve it. That's a lot of casualties to take for no reason, really. Yeah, we'll just starve them out and try and force them to do something. Yeah, it's all good. They should basically fail fairly soon. Oh, it seems like Ptolemy has glitched out a little bit. Well, I guess we'll just disband Ptolemy for now. All of our cities are really happy as well now, which is big because it provides a huge bonus. Where is the bonus? Right here. 8% more tax. Adds up a ton. A lot of our buildings are now being completed, which is great. Again, we're saving up here to improve Macedon. I guess we'll wait until this is done before we start improving more building chains, meaning our armies can just, hang out for a little bit. We can kind of build a bit more of a war chest. Is there anything over here I would really love to improve right away? No, as I said, I think we'll wait. And I think what I'll do as well over here is I'll build a civil chain because it provides a bit more of a garrison, more Greek hoplites, and I think a couple more archers, which will be great, obviously, because it's going to be a settlement that's being pounded by the enemy quite a lot. So economically, we're doing great. Is there anyone else we can trade with? It's probably not a bad idea. Yeah, there's a few more people, but Dalmatia hate us. Why do you hate me so much? Probably because we're trading and friendly with the people they're at war with. It makes the most sense. Yeah, and now after this, it's probably a good idea to send our spy like over to Carthage and into like Rome and stuff, so we can, start getting a bit more trade. There's a lot of people in Rome that I wouldn't mind trading with if I could. Honestly, wouldn't mind trading with. Oh yeah, Epirus is sending a full stack, which is kind of funny over here. Oh yeah, man, our Admiral leveled up as well. So one of the things you can do with the Admiral, which I kind of like to do with Admirals, is basically make them another governor, as it were. Because you kind of use navies, like navies as is, can be buffed up and stuff, but you don't really need to, especially against the AI. If it was a player, maybe I was fighting Darren or someone in the head-to-head, like, yeah, I'd probably focus on making my navy a little bit stronger militarily, but you just kind of don't need to. So what you can do is you can apply like bonuses like this, which give more money and culture conversion, which we'll do. There's something else here we can do, no. But then you just go down this route again. Because, again, like I like to go ahead and get aim per maintenance and research rate on these guys, and then, like, tax. I mean, you just stick him in a port, and then he affects the money that's coming in. So you get, like, 2 governors plus a dignitary, which reminds me, time to recruit some dignitaries as well. I mean, you just basically get these huge bonuses, and that's kind of one of the things you need to do to successfully make a ton of money in this game. So what do we want here? Money from culture isn't bad, and research rate is pretty good, but we'll probably pick up... her here, and then we'll pick up another one up here in the north as well. Probably the tax and conversion. Tax and construction up here. Oh, and she's already leveled up. Perfect. So then you can see you get a lot of bonuses. So like wealth from culture down here, you get a massive boost to research, or you can just go down this industry route. And I think what you want to do mainly, especially up here in the north, is you want to go down this industry route because you can get another like 10%, I think it is, from commercial stimulus and money from commerce. So that's what you want to kind of do with these guys. So eventually we're going to have like 4 characters affecting how much commercial stimulus bonus we get, and you're going to see Thrace make like 9 grand. It's going to be wild. So hopefully you guys are looking forward to that. We can't do anything with them quite yet though. We have to wait, and then we'll probably get another one down here in Hellas at some point. But governors are really good. You can use governors to quickly convert provinces, make a ton of money, improve public order. So it's not bad to use a governor to like follow you along, and or I think they're called priests because they're the female version. But using them to like come across. They're gonna attack my navy. How annoying! I mean, we could probably fight that. I could probably sink everything with this navy, but whatever. Well, I think we'll just siege them, and then we'll take the town with all the siege equipment. Next turn, and it'll be fine. Like the losses will be fine because we'll recruit all of them from Hellas itself, so it'll be fine. And we'll obviously do protective stance as well to minimize the damage, like nuking on certain characters. So it'll be good. It'll be good. And luckily, again, the Persians haven't declared war on me, which is huge so far. Ptolemy's return time, so we'll probably re-recruit him and make a good army fairly soon. More conversion, which is always good. Is this like super Hellenic? Yeah, already this is super Hellenic. Okay, so let's set these guys up in a cool position, as if they're looking out. She's going to be governing this pass into our province up there. And then you can come out like here and look out into the distance. Look out onto the sea to see Alexander do what he does best. Okay, cool. So again, that should really start to boost our income in our cities. You know, it's going to wait for a little while until they level up a little bit more, but it's going to start to make a big difference for sure. Okay, so let's move on our navy to help out. It's pretty beaten. We might lose some ships, but I can always re-recruit these ships fairly easily. Yeah, so I should just help out our auto-resolve. I want to attack with Alexander because his army is obviously going to be much more effective. We'll go balanced. Should be all clean. Didn't lose any units. A lot of our armies leveled up. So we could subjugate them. We could... 14 grand to loot. We just don't need the money, though. Like, maybe when we go into Persia and stuff like that, maybe then it'd be a good idea to start looting provinces, but we just don't need to. This is going to be a solid city. Again, we've got a good ship right here, so we can convert this to a harbour. Or do we actually want to do that? Because doesn't... I think the highest level of Athens provides golden holes or something. Maybe I'm mistaken. I'm not too sure. We can convert this into a harbour now. Which is all good. It's a lot of money, but, you know, it's fine. And again, look all that money we're making now. It's, yeah, it definitely adds up to be a pretty crazy amount of cash. Oh, okay, so we can't see this region. Interesting. I thought these were the same sea region, but I guess not. I mean, taking Crete would also... sorry, not Crete. Oh, I've completely forgotten. What is this island called? Oh, it'll come to me. I can literally picture what it's called. I can literally picture what it's called, but, you know, okay, so now we've taken this, which is obviously going to be a good city to have. It also seems like we don't need this. Like, this is a pretty awful building to grab. Right? Yeah, we don't need any of that, so we can just destroy that and build. We'll probably build like a fish building here or something to give us a little bit more resources. Okay, well, I guess now we prepare for our invasion of, as I said, it wouldn't be bad to send a guy over there. We got any more trading partners now that we've taken back territory? Rhodes wants to trade. That'd be a good trading partner. They do, and they'll give me some money as well, which is great. And they have a really good economy as well. So as you can see, I am just trying to get as much as possible. Yeah, sure. Trade with them is going to be good. And I think that's about it, right? Yeah, besides Dalmatia. That's the only one. So actually, maybe I will send this spy back just to discover Carthage. Carthage can give me a lot of money, right? So maybe we'll do that. Okay, so now on the agenda, what we're going to want to do is build up Ptolemy's army, get Alexander back onto the mainland, build up a stronger fleet, maybe even have two 10-strength fleets, one to guard the South Mediterranean and one to guard our provinces up here, because these make me so, well, this settlement makes me so much money. I need to kind of almost always have a stationary fleet here, and then I guess we prepare. And taking this is going to be super important. Obviously, historically, Alexander came across here. You know, I think he landed like here, right? And then moved down. But I think taking this city is going to be so important because, again, it blocks them from traveling over. You can see the zone of control around the city, which is the red line, meaning the AI can't physically get past this city without taking this. So trying to move in and take this quickly is always a good idea. That's why it would be kind of nice to have some artillery so we could quickly siege out settlements. Honestly, not a bad thing to have in our second army. What do we need to build for artillery? Don't even know. I think it's like a workshop or something. So maybe building a workshop in Pella, kind of a waste, but maybe it's worth it. I'm not too sure. But anyway, yeah, let's move ahead now. I will start like the preparations for the invasion of Persia, and we'll get this bad boy going. And we have a lot of money as well, which is awesome. We are making moolah for sure. Oh yeah, and Alexander leveled up as well. So we'll go ahead and stick some points, some more points into us. So we could rack up the last point right here of this. I could also grab up Rally and Inspire, which is really important. That's not really a good thing. So I'm going to grab Rally and Inspire because that's always going to help out. And then I guess we'll go down this Fearless Warrior route and we'll improve our infantry and our cavalry just to make them really good. We could also go down the siege ability to improve the, to decrease the amount the AI can hold out in sieges and stuff. There's honestly like a lot of good things, like this replenishment rate is also huge. There's a lot of really, really good abilities. I probably want to save up and try and get Warcry though, so I guess we'll go down the Fearless Warrior. And I mean, he's Alexander the Great, of course he's a Fearless Warrior. Yeah, and we'll all be good here. So you should now see that, yeah, Hellas is making a ton of money. It almost makes me want to declare war on Sparta and Apollonia to give us all the cash, but I kind of feel like I've made my, you know, my bidding with them. We're best friends. I have all these treaties. It's just like not worth it. Maybe if I was playing by myself and I was just like, you know, fuck these guys, screw diplomacy. But the thing is, if we did that, we'd also suffer as well. You know, it'd give us a really bad rep, and, you know, everyone else might declare war on us and the campaign could crumble. So I'm just going to accept it. Wow, they got a ton of mercenaries there. Look at their army. Oh, well, it's good. It means Alexander can farm more of the enemy armies, right? And that's good. Alexander farming that. So this episode, you know, we've still got a little bit left in this episode, but this episode hasn't been the most exhilarating. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, they just got a shit ton of mercenaries. I might have to actually fight that battle. How's the population looking here as well? Not bad. Not bad. Yeah, it's okay. It's not like amazing, but it's enough to replenish me, right? And as I said, we'll grab the fish here as well to give us more of that resource. I might actually let them just attack me, right? Because they have to. And they'll take another tick of attrition. Or we just move out and smash them. Either or is probably fine. What's our balance of power looking like? Yeah, they're running away, so we probably slaughter. Yeah, we slaughter them. This is an auto-resolve. And again, I'm not really too fussed about the casualties down here because Crete is somewhere we're never going to really recruit from, right? And we just killed them. We didn't lose any units, which is important. I'll probably take a couple more turns here just to replenish, and then I'll move them back onto the boats. We can actually recruit right here. Yeah, I guess I'll build a couple more naval ships, just to improve the navy. I think what I'll do is I'll probably have a 10 stack here and a 10 stack in the north. Okay, so now all preparations are now focused on building up our next army, building up our cities. So I'll build up this city next turn when it's 5% cheaper. And maybe building this up as well just to help. Wouldn't be a bad idea either. But it's 6 turns and it's 2.5 grand. But then what's the point of having it here if I'm not going to improve it, right? The main reason this is here is to get that 0.5% second class. How's the second class looking here? 2,500. Yeah, screw it. We have the money right now. Let's do it. And then next turn we'll probably improve like all of these building chains. We're going to need to find more food. But hopefully the growth is almost ready to go. And we can probably upgrade another one of these cities. Probably like this city to have some more food over here would be perfect. Because, yeah, we're going to take up a lot of food in that city. And hopefully the Dalmatii lose that because they really hate us. And let's move our spy really quickly. Yeah, we'll move her over here so she can discover Carthage. And then we'll yeah, get ready to move on. Hopefully, like, we'll be able to trade with a few more people. I guess that's one of the perks of taking out Epirus as well, is you can just trade a lot more. But it shouldn't be too much of an issue. Okay, this turn's going to be a good one. We saved up a nice amount of money, so let's go ahead and advance all these cities. So a civic one here, which is going to be perfect. And as I said, these should be 5% cheaper, so we should be saving a little bit of cash here. I guess upgrading... It's going to be a lot of food, right, if we upgrade all of these cities. How much is this? We're still making 6 food, so... This will only take 1. This only takes 2, so I guess it's worth doing all of that. We obviously want to continue to improve this navy as much as we can. So let's get some archer ships, because they can be quite good at burning ships alive. Alexander's still replenishing over here, so we want to try and utilize that as much as possible. Do we want to build Ptolemy's army yet? I'm not too sure. Definitely want to improve Pella. Man, Pella is like expensive when it comes to food, right? I mean, we definitely want to build our new army, for sure. I guess we'll start off in Larissa. We'll build Ptolemy back. Where are you, Ptolemy? I've forgotten what he looks like, so it's going to probably take me a little while just to find him. But he's a commander with like 10... He has like 10 command already, so he's an absolute beast. And we'll obviously reinstate his army as well, because his army already does have a bit more. So there you are, Ptolemy, and we'll reinstate the infantry, because you already have a little bit more experience. And I guess he can be on horseback. Yeah, Ptolemy can be on horseback. Okay, we'll start to recruit a couple more units. Don't really think that we need the silver shields in Ptolemy's army. Maybe we'll grab up a couple, but definitely the 4 pikemen. We'll definitely come down here and probably get some more Cretan archers and stuff as well. And move on from there. So we have a lot building right now. A lot building. Yeah, we have a ton of stuff building, a lot of harbours and stuff, which should really help improve our economy. As well as that, all of our governors just leveled up as well. So we can now pick up that, which gives me a big boost to my tax. And we can also grab this commercial stimulus as well, which will start to improve it. So that's perfect. down here in the south as well. We should be able to pick up more research rate and lower empire maintenance, and also grab the tax and public order as well. Which is all good. Yeah, that's all really good. Does Ptolemy want to... What does Ptolemy have for his association? Would I rather the horn, morale, or gravitas and authority? I mean, his authority is already 10. 15% upkeep for all ships. Wow, yeah, a shipwright is going to be perfect on our navy for sure. Oh, this is a great one as well. So this is income from commerce, 10%. So we probably want him on our guy right here. Anyone good here? No. So you currently got tax and wealth from commerce. Well, this guy here, where is he? Yeah, this guy right here, the master trader, gives me more from commerce, less from tax obviously, but hopefully everything else will pay for itself. So that's great. I mean, it's probably a good idea to build another general over here as well in Athens. So I might do that when Alexander leaves. So we have another governor almost down here in the south. Oh yeah, we also probably want to recruit another agent as well because we have the space. So, oh, that's so good. The extra 5% from commercial stimulus. Yep, you guys are going to see it. It kind of sounds like I keep on going on about how great it is when you suddenly hit commercial stimulus, but trust me. Okay, well, he's going to be over here. That gives, what, 15%? That's huge. That's absolutely huge. Okay, well then so he can sit there. I mean, I guess she has to start moving down now. So yeah, she'll come down here and affect this guy. I don't think you can have multiple governors in one region. I don't think that's how it works. I think it's only one. We got new tech as well. We just grabbed that, right? So sanitation and growth in all cities is great because it basically means you don't really have to worry about sanitation. So let's grab that. Yeah, and we might as well grab this as well eventually as well. So that's all our money this turn. Ptolemy's building a new model army, as it were. We got governors going. Our buildings are looking very good. Economically, we are sound, I think, for the invasion of Persia. It's just whether or not our two armies together, I think we'll be able to beat back the enemy. It's just getting our navies into fighting shape, I think, is going to be our biggest task. Very nice. We're about to get a ton of money from Syracuse, and I'm really hoping that this... Oh, no. I was really hoping that it would open up the passes for me to trade more, like, discover more through my trade route. Unfortunately, not the case, but still, our spy is doing a great job, and because we have these slaves and these important resources, it's giving us a ton of cash. As you can see, Alexander is almost home. He'll be back in Athens next season, and then we can move on. Buildings are still going on. I decided to build some more food here just to help out Hellas, because then we can upgrade Athens a little bit more and not have to worry too much about the food cost. Up here in the north, basically all my buildings are done besides these two chains right here, and then from then on, I guess I'll upgrade the main building chain a little bit as well, because that helps with overcrowding as well. We've also got a spy as well. I'm moving into Asia Minor now just to kind of see what's around, because our armies are preparing, and really all we've got left to do is, build up Ptolemy's army just a tad, maybe give him some cavalry, and I'll probably pick up some cheaper cavalry maybe. And then just kind of, yeah, I guess go forward. Pick up a few, we might as well get these Thracians from Thrace as we go through. And then I guess we want to probably pick up some more Rhodium mercenaries if there are any. Yeah, we'll pick up all of these guys for his missile force. And then Ptolemy is basically good to go, I think. We'll obviously probably go up to Pella now and recruit some soldiers, because our population in Pella is 7,000 now. Yeah, that's juicy. That's really good. Probably go ahead and start building that now as well. Oh yeah, and Pella can upgrade as well. It's so good. Probably industry in Pella, right? Get some more money from that, because you can also get the chain, which I know I keep on going on about it, but look at that. Increase commerce by 40% and improves the commercial stimulus effect by 16%. So, and also Pella gets a bonus from building industry by 20%. So yeah, for sure we'll grab that one up yeah, right away. Once this upgrades, we should be able to get a pretty big boost to our military class. Yeah, I mean, look, we're getting 180 people. That's basically a unit of pikes every single turn, which is juicy. She's finally made it to Athens as well. She can stare out across the coast, and that should help out. And yeah, you see our economy. It's looking pretty good so far. Looking pretty good. I might even, now this province is so happy, let's switch over to the commercial stimulus. So at the moment we're making 3,800. Let's see how much we're making after this fires next turn. should be at least a decent amount more. We've still got a lot of upgrades and a lot of leveling to do on these characters. We need like this character to get access to it. We need this character to, I think, yeah, level up once more or twice more so we can get it, and then we should be good to go. Okay, trade with Carthage will hopefully be lucrative because they obviously have so many resources. I think we've also discovered a few more people. No, these are all satrapies anyway of the Achaemenid Empire. So yeah, that's probably going to be our trade. I mean, I want to kind of just move my spy across like the entire coast, try and get all the Gallic coast as well. We also managed to secure trade with Dalmatia as well, so we should be making just an absolute, yeah, 2,200 so far. That should only increase as we get more resources. Yeah, look at that, 400 gold just from discovering Carthage, which is, yeah, pretty juicy indeed. You know, internal income. As well as that, with the commercial stimulus, you can see we've made an extra, what, 600 gold, and that's without like all the crazy bonuses. You know, I still need to upgrade buildings, and it's winter as well, which I think negatively affects how much money we make as well. Yeah, minus 30% from agriculture, and a bunch of other negatives as well, which do definitely add up. So, yeah, you know, things are going to look very bright for Thrace, and we just need to make sure that we keep it happy, right? We need to keep an eye on our political sphere because this could get out of control kind of quickly if we're not careful. So we just need to keep an eye on that. Maybe send some of the guys like on certain missions. We could organize games to help improve happiness. And, you know, that would cost us money, but it keeps up the loyalty of these houses and stuff. So there's always something to keep in mind and do. Okay, well, I guess that's where we're going to end the episode. I'll play a couple more turns off camera, and if we hit 500 likes, I'll make sure to, yeah, bring it on just as I'm about to invade. I think what we're going to do is I want to probably send this navy northwards, and then build another navy here probably next turn. And get that ship, like that fleet, up to like, you know, 10 ships so it can just, or maybe even like 6 or 7 ships, and just dock it in Crete. Alexander and Ptolemy, I mean, Ptolemy needs a few more units before he does move forward, but Ptolemy, why have we not? Oh, we don't have any money. Okay, good. We have the population, just making sure. Ptolemy and Alexander will probably just smash through here right away, siege this settlement. We'll probably use this navy to blockade them as well, try and get them to starve, and then in the hope that we can then, yeah, that's a pretty good position for you to stand. Yeah, we'll then move to Ptolemy and Alexander to try and take this before they can really react and throw their hundreds of stacks at me. And then whilst that's happening, if we have enough economy going, I might build another stack and then maybe invade down here in the south, because the amazing thing is about this settlement right here is it has a wonder. Well, it has marble, which is amazing, but it has a wonder. I can't remember for the life of me what the wonder's called. It's this right here. Does it tell me what it is if I hover over it at all? But either way, this gives me, I think it's like 20% tax rate. It's a ridiculous wonder. It's so important to grab this sub-province up. So I'll probably send another army into here to secure that, whilst Alexander and Ptolemy are campaigning in the north. And then just push on. Also, taking vassals probably is going to be an important thing to do as well as we go through. You know, securing vassals that can also send armies and client states is going to be something I probably look to do, or at least liberate, and then maybe, you know, forcefully client state them as well. So yeah, hopefully you guys are enjoying this series. If you are, be sure to drop a like and a comment down below, and I'll see you guys in the next one.